All right, y'all. Top of the morning, everybody. I ain't going nowhere. All right. I had to pay a what they call a disciplinary expense. Okay. So, in case y'all know where I've been, okay, gang stalkers and even people that's been subscribed to me for a while, and this is your first time visiting this channel here. Okay. That I made a video here about something that happened in Nashville, a couple of weeks ago, and it was gaining traction. Okay, y'all think y'all know what something was when kids were end up dead, and faculty members, okay, that were trying to help out these children ended up dead. And I guess the complaint was that I harassed a protected group, okay, where I pretty much had appealed it and told them that it was to identify the problem and identify maybe was this protected person, okay, maybe was a factor in that crime. And I think what it was I called him a jester, okay, maybe like a soft name, okay. It was a clean name, okay. It wasn't derogatory, but I think that was the jester that got me suspended, okay. And let me say this: you cannot you have to be very, very careful about protesting, okay? But particularly when it comes to these protected groups, you cannot bash, or if they feel that as though you bash these protected groups, say for example, I'm just using it for example, right? The LGBT, okay? Uh, you're going to get suspended, all right? I'm trying to think whatever protected group there is, all right? A few others. So again, the intent was to identify the crime. I didn't like what happened, but I think the shift, I have to, to do a shift in focus now. Okay, that these protected groups, and I think that there will be some statutes of limitations, either to define roles and all that, and also to strengthen and put statutes of limitations. Okay, the further codify or carve this thing out. Okay, carve this provisions, that is. So you have to be very, very careful. But my main shift of focus is going to be the children, their future. Okay, when making certain videos, I think when children are involved. Okay, and I would like to be around to see it. So let's get right into it. I'm back now. Okay, so we gonna do this thing again. All right, let's sing it together. Let's do it again. Woo hoo hoo. Just kicking it. All right, so let's get right into it, y'all, about what's going on in the Pacific right now. And I told you guys, I know a couple of people that work out there in Korea. Y'all better be taking your training out there seriously. If you are stationed out there, or if you know somebody that's stationed out there, or if you're working out there as a contractor, okay? Take your training seriously because it's getting hot out there. All right? That China, they've been doing drills out there in the China Sea, okay, out in that sound out there between China and Korea, and I don't know, but it's been particularly the South China Sea has been challenged by the Chinese Army. Taiwan, okay, actually, Taiwan was a part of China, and at one point they ended up splitting up. Okay, so China could be its own country. I'm sorry, Taiwan. That is now China wants Taiwan back. So that's what's going on right there. Okay, they basically want them back, y'all. And one of the Filipino Army general had got on stage, I saw on a podcast, and said, look, you know what? This is going to be the largest coalition between the allied forces. For example, that's the Philippines, U.S., Australia, okay, that they're going to basically show their muscle. Basically, it's a muscle and the ego contest with Navy drills out there, okay, military drills. All right, Taiwan, the same thing, okay, because we don't know what's going to happen. It's very, very, very unsure about how Xi Jinping, the Chinese president, how he wants to go about doing what what he's trying to do. I know what he wants to do, but it's unsure about how he wants to go along to do it. And as y'all know, Kim Jong-un out there in North Korea, that he's got nukes and he's not afraid to use them. So I hope you guys, once again, that you guys are taking that MOP training, okay? Just so you don't know, you guys don't know what MOP is. That's to react during like a chemical attack and so forth, okay? That they give you special gear and your mask and all that stuff. Again, I hope you guys are ready, okay, for that. Just in case anything pops off out there. I mean, you want to, hope for the best. What they say, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So, and just so you know, appreciate you guys for what you did. I did a 13-year bid myself. Went over there to war a couple of times over there in the Middle East. So I've been all around the world, I've been to Korea myself. I did a year out there in 2004 to 2005. I was at Camp Casey for a year. All right. So that was a pretty great experience there. I was able to go to Seoul, and I think it was Daejeon, I believe, okay, and places like that. So take your training seriously, y'all, all right, because we don't know what's going to happen, and this is going on simultaneously with the Ukraine, and they're wanting a couple of other countries over there in Europe, all right? So I made a video about that. Finland is a part of the NATO now, all right? I guess as protection against the threat. You really don't know who the threat is, really. So that'll conclude this video here. I thank you for your time, y'all. Glad to be back on YouTube. All right, I had to take it on the chin like a man. And stay tuned for the next video I'm going to be doing here in just a second.